Previously on Mocking Old Games. Stupid. Yeah, anyway, hello! Welcome back to Mocking Old Games, Part 2. Now, in the last issue, quite literally, we looked at this magazine. And of course, this magazine came out of the good old year of January 2005. And you can't see it there because the focus is so stupid on this thing. Anyway, yeah, so, sticking with that, let's move on to our next magazine. Now, this is going to be a bit random because it's kind of under my camera. That's fun. Yes. So, here we have Darth Vader and the official PlayStation magazine too. So we're sticking with official PlayStation magazine, but in the next issue we're not. We're moving away from those. And this issue is very nice. Look at this. It's all shiny. Oh, how much did this cost me? $5.99 upside down, or that's £66 and 5p. For this, I don't know. I could live with that, you know. But anyway, yeah. So in this issue, we're going to open this up now. Of course, you've got to mention here. It says Star Wars Battlefront 2. So this is when that came out. Good God, what came out in this year? So 007 From Russia with Love, which was okay. Soul Calibur 3, which wasn't the best. 24 the game, which sucked. Prince of Persia 3. I don't even remember that one. Lego Star Wars. So this is like the start of the Lego games. Good God. God of War. This is when it first came out. And buy a PSP for £9.99. I think they're getting mixed up with those games that Ashens reviews on YouTube. The ones that look like PSPs but actually aren't. Okay, so let's flip this magazine. I'm gonna got a good flip here. That sounds wrong. Alright. And voila! The circle is complete. It's taken 28 years, but with the worldwide release of the Star Wars Ep.2, Revenge of the Sith, which is by far the best one out of the trilogy, on May 19th. They're talking about it like is this year. It's not. The greatest sci-fi saga ever conceived finally comes to a spectacular close. But no, it isn't, because Star Trek Episode 7 is coming out soon. Whether it's your first time around, or were weaned on Episode 1 and don't understand why Dad hates Jar Jar Binks so much, one thing is certain. So, of course, this is when this trilogy was, like, still brand new, and back then no one talked about Jar Jar. No one talked about the movies. They're all very, very good. And then, of course, when the trilogy stopped, everyone then just let loose. So I'm going to keep going because this is a bit unfair doing a review on that. So yeah, this is Star Wars Battlefront 2. Wow, I don't remember that in the game. I think that's from the movie. Yeah, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I can't rip into that because it's an absolutely fantastic game. Maybe not as good as Star Wars Battlefront 1, which I personally feel felt a lot tighter. But this was still an amazing game, an amazing feat on the PlayStation. So, let's do it again. But this time, let's find something that's not that. Alright, and go! The Crib. You can tell this is mid-2000, can't you? Because it had cribs and Pimp My Ride with that freaking annoying bastard who constantly was talking like he was 12 and he was like 50. Not Exhibit. I liked Exhibit. He was alright. But the British version, I don't know his name, and thankfully I don't because I'd hunt him down. You know who I'm talking about. I just hate his... Every word he says is like... It grinds my gears. Alright. The Crib. Make San Andreas your home with monthly info bursts. The game had come out by this point, right? No, it's May 2005. Yeah, Was it May 2005? It had come out by that point, hadn't it? It must have. Yeah. Yeah, because it's giving you modding tips on the cars, which is pretty freaking awesome. So you could, so to make your car look like the cars of this game, from this magazine, here you go. So what you need is an Emperor. Is that really an Emperor? Okay, wow, because that's the thing I drive in GTA 4 and 5. I mean, that's the main car I use in my GTA challenges. So that's quite weird seeing how it used to look. It looks like a Ford Crown Vic there. It doesn't now. But that looks more recent, that version, than the 1980s model I drive around in. Paint colour black. Well, it's already a good start. Oval hood vents. Ugh. Upswept exhaust. Oh, fancy. Nitro burst. Oh, for God's sake, I forgot how stupid San Andreas was. Alright, okay. Last page, alright? San Andreas was a good game, but it was ridiculously stiff. Right, we'll just, yeah, we'll move away from that page. Do you remember magazines had just porn halfway through to the end? Yeah. Yeah, that was a thing back in the early 2000s. Mid-2000s, even late, even now. I mean, there's still magazines. Oh my God. All right, let's open it up on this. Right now, last but not least in this episode, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Why the hell do they call it Dub Edition? I never got that. DUB. Driving Under Bombastics. No, Driving Under Bollards. I have no idea. Right, so, yeah, it's all fancy looking. It does actually look okay still. It doesn't look too bad. The cars are nicely modelled, although a bit edgy. The shit off a shovel. Are they allowed to swear in these magazines? I didn't think they were. The Sovereignator. Okay, that's obviously when Arnold Schwarzenegger had just bought his frickin' H1 Hummer. And the Lowrider. Jack so low, the dudes in the back get aspered. What do they give this game? 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Graphics. A glitzy improvement on Club 2. I can't even bother to write the full title. Sound. Intelligent selection of beats. From what I remember, it actually had a terrible soundtrack. Gameplay. Sweet racing, but that's all that it is. Lifespan. Big, but feels very similar throughout. This is as good as a Street Racer as you'll find on PS2. Strangely, that does not make it the most exciting game you'll ever play. No, I wasn't too big. I liked the first Xbox 360 and PS3 version of, what was it, Los Angeles? Midnight Club Los Angeles was really good. I had a great in-car view with the cop chases. It felt very realistic, apart from the whole thing where you could turn the car like that. That was pretty stupid. But yeah, that was the most realistic like car chase game I played back then. So yeah, this is the precursor to that. Yeah, so there you go. So in the next issue, we're going to travel back to the good old year of 2009. So not long ago. Not that long ago. About 4 years ago. So maybe next issue, when we'll look at that and see if the games of now are as bad as the games of then. Thanks for watching, but until next time, that's me, out.